Sitting in the darkness, what a world to see. Let's go to the movies, wait and see. What's up, thespians and Broadway fans? Welcome back to my channel, Broadway Blind Guy, with me, Lee, your legally blind quintessential theater guy. Now, if you're a Broadway nerd like me, please be sure to take a moment to like, subscribe, and share, as it really helps me out. And also remember that you can watch my other videos right here. So, as we continue to await the return of live theater, we need something to fill the void. Granted, there are live streams and virtual concerts and all of that, but another great way to get our theater fixed during this time is movie musicals. Now, there are so many great ones out there, but I'm going to give you my top 5. And before I jump in, I just want to preface this by saying these may not be objectively the best quality movie musicals of all time, but they're my personal favorites. So let's waste no more time and let's get to it. Number 5. She's always been a woman who arranges things for the pleasure and the profit it drives. If you're wondering who I'm talking about, it's none other than the fast-talking, quick-witted, matchmaking Dolly Levi, the title character in the movie Hello, Dolly. This movie is joyful. That's the best way to describe it. Though it was a box office flop at the time, I think it really has stood the test of time to just be one of those movies that is going to put a smile on your face. It also features fantastic direction and choreography by Gene Kelly. This was actually the last project he worked on. And it's very big, vibrant, and colorful, just like the upbeat Jerry Herman score that's featured in the film. It also features wonderful performances by Barbra Streisand and Walter Matthau and a young Michael Crawford before he made it big with The Phantom of the Opera. Now, when it comes down to it, Hello, Dolly is simply a celebration of life and the way we live it. And it reminds us to put on your Sunday clothes when you feel down and out, and to just fully engage in life every minute before the parade passes by. Number 4 gives us the old razzle-dazzle with characters such as Velma Kelly, Roxy, Matron Mama Morton, and Billy Flynn. Starring Richard Gere, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Renee Zellweger, I'm talking about none other than the 2002 movie musical Chicago. Now, this is actually one of the best adapted, if not the best adapted stage-to-screen film. You see, the original production of Chicago is just made up of a bunch of vaudeville vignettes. So it's like, how are you going to transfer that into a cohesive movie? But they found a way to do it by putting fantasy sequences in Roxy's mind. And I thought that was a brilliant convention. In addition, you have director Rob Marshall, who's a visionary and infuses every moment with electrifying performances, energizing choreography, a colorful visual aesthetic, and of course, all that jazz. Now, number 3. Never knew there could be a film like this. It was like nothing I've seen before. About freedom, beauty, truth, and love. I'm talking about Baz Luhrmann's 2001 film Moulin Rouge, which I have to give credit for kind of setting off the new era of music I'm talking about the 2001 Baz Luhrmann film Moulin Rouge. And I have to give him credit for kind of kicking off the new era of movie musicals, because there was a time where that art form was dead, but he really brought it back. And not only did he bring it back, he brought it back in full force, using anachronistic conventions such as modern music mixed with a period time, and other little conventions in the production design that kind of mixed contemporary and period things together. This movie was truly an artistic tapestry of delight. That's the best way I can say it. And you have Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor at the center as star-crossed lovers. And not only is this film a wild ride, there's really a lot of emotion and heart to it too. And that's why Moulin Rouge will be my top 3 favorite movie musicals forever. It truly is spectacular, spectacular. Number 2. Include such things as raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, Edelweiss and a lonely goat, hee-hoo. Of course, it's The Sound of Music. How can you have any movie musical list without The Sound of Music? And when you have the likes of Julie Andrews just being the classy Julie Andrews and twirling around on the mountaintop, what's there not to love about that? Now, the 1965 film was directed by Robert Wise, and he really did a great job with this film. He really knew how to bring out emotional depth, dramatic tension, and a charm to this movie. It's also done very well. The cinematography, there's some really good shots, and it just really hits all the notes that it needs to, from do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It hits all of them, all 7 of them, right on the dot. And number 1, gives you a chance to hear the people singing a song of angry men from characters such as Jean Valjean and Anne Hathaway, dreaming a dream in time gone by. Yes, it's, of course, Les Miserables, the 2012 Tom Hooper directed film. Now, while this film is not perfect, it could be argued that there's a few too many close-ups and that the scope isn't epic enough. It's still pretty grandiose in scope, and it boasts of great performances from Hugh Jackman, Anne Hathaway, Amanda Seyfried, Eddie Redmayne, Aaron Tveit, and, Russell Crowe did what he could do. I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he was the best either. But he was functional. But the reason I really appreciate this movie musical is because it's one of the most moving stories with one of the most moving scores and features the most moving themes about grace, redemption, forgiveness, and love. And I went into this movie knowing every word to every song, and I was still moved emotionally. And I think that the live sound from this really brought out a sense of raw authenticity. And it just reminds us that to love another person is to see the face of God. And there you have it. These are my top 5 favorite movie musicals. But why don't you take a moment to answer today's poll question? What is your favorite movie musical? Or you can feel free to mention a few. Thanks again for watching. Keep singing, keep dancing, and keep loving Broadway.